Okay, let's see. Tablespoon of baking powder. All right, let's go. Also, sugar helps micro pierce your fats and eggs, so it can help build protein and air. Well, there you go. Look at that. See, this is why I love my community. Look, I know a lot of shit, but I don't know everything. I love that there's people in here that fill in the holes in my gaps of knowledge, so to speak. All right, tablespoon of baking powder. And then we got 2 cups all-purpose flour. Making cheese, so you're wandering in and out. Well, there's plenty of cheese around these days. All right. All right, there's 1 cup. And 2 cups of flour. And now I'm just going to bring that together. I'm not going to work this too much, okay? We're just going to stir this together to make a batter. But it's okay to leave some lumps, because the lumpier it is, believe it or not, the smoother the batter is, the less it's going to inflate, right? Same rules go for pancakes. So what I like to do is I like to try and mix mine like this, like with the spatula vertically, so that I just drag through it and I can still leave lumps and not overwork anything. And then that's incorporated enough so that we can go ahead and start our next step, which is going to be to go ahead and beat these egg whites to stiff peaks. Oh, y'all didn't even see. God, I hate it whenever I forget to move the camera. Sorry, guys. So anyway, I take the thing and drag it through vertically rather than this way, so that it doesn't overwork anything. All right, now really? Come on. What? Whoa, calm down there, fella. All right, this bowl may have been a little optimistically tiny. Just kidding, let's go grab another bowl, because we need to dirty as many dishes as possible. Okay, now, try this again. Mix, what cheese are you making? Tempted Rennet mozzarella. Oh, that's what's, god damn it. Scatterbrains. All right, whatever. Anyway. Let's go ahead and beat these egg whites now. Why is my camera way over there? Oh my god. Camera, if you could get on your game. All right, now see, this is like medium peaks. We're almost to stiff peaks, not quite. There we are. Stiff peaks.
So there are some vegetables that I missed.
Stiff peaks.
I didn't pick them. By tomorrow they will be big.
Well, all right. Got extra vegetables incoming, huh?
Oh.
Hey, dogs, get out of the kitchen, please. Move along, please.
I think all three butter.
All right, guys.
Squash already.
So now, let me get caught up on chat real quick. Put this milk away. All right, let's see. It's been raining for a few days, so everything feels soggy and sticky. You feel like you wandered into a mod meeting. It's a sword fight. Rarely are we all in here at once. Okay, Screaming Chicken's back soon. Okay, see you in a bit, Mix. Have a blender that's 40 plus years old? You got a blender that's as old as me, son of a bitch. I mean, that's a good, reliable blender. What kind is it? Okay, so guys, what I'm doing here is I'm just gonna fold this in. Start with half of it. And then we'll go with the other half. You just want to be careful whenever you're working it in, guys. Now the fat's going to pop the bubbles, but you want to leave as much air in there as you can. All right, there we go. That's our waffle batter, guys. Those will be nice, light, airy, crispy on the outside. They'll be perfect waffles. And again, you can see I didn't work all the lumps out. There's still some lumps in there. That's fine. Like I said, that helps them rise, actually. Okay, now for our next trick. Whoa. Okay. Let's make our cheese souffle batter. So, this is a shortcut cheese souffle done by Chef John from foodwishes.com. And I'm not super experienced with souffles, but we're going to see if his method works because it does have a number of shortcut steps, and I'm wondering if he says that it comes out actually as good as, if not better than the original. And it's way simpler. Like, definitely, I've made them before, and making the roux, making a bechamel, cooling it down, and then working into a souffle takes a while. But this, you just mix it all in a bowl, and then poof, souffle. So we're gonna give it a shot. Oh, it's a Vitamix? Yeah, Vitamix are legendary for lasting forever. That's like somebody handing down a KitchenAid stand mixer. Like, nobody's shocked whenever those are still working. Vitamix are badass. All right, let's see. So we did give a shout out earlier for Sprocket. By the way, guys, I'm sorry that I missed it whenever it was live, but for those of you that didn't notice or didn't click to follow, here's a good excuse why. Because Sprocket's flipping awesome. It's my absolute favorite Canadian that wanders into my chat by a mile. It's not even close. And you know what it is she's the token Canadian to me because she was the very first person that I was like, I was, whenever I was new, I was browsing through and I saw somebody cooking poutine and she was like, I'm in Canada and I'm making poutine. And it was just like straight up like home style poutine. It wasn't like fancy over the top or anything like that. It was just like, this is how Canadians make poutine. I was happy to see it. And she's super friendly. So anyway, here we are. That's Sprocket. You should follow her. Follows are free. She's awesome. Okay, souffle time. So we're going to separate eggs again. Let me rinse out that. We'll use that white bowl again. Wherever I put it. Bro, I literally just, there it is. I put it in the sink like a smart guy. Like somebody who's organized. Now that is to say, there are a number of great Canadians that come into my chat. Bentorius, Mix, who else is Canadian? Goaty, are you Canadian? I think you are. I think I've got more regulars that show up from Canada than anywhere else. So I'm glad y'all dig my style. But Sprocket gets dibs as favorite Canadian because, like I said, token Canadian dish. She's been cool all along. We've been buddies, right? I will visit one day when I have money. Well, I can't wait. And if I ever come across some, I'll come visit too. All right, let's grab these egg whites out. Let's bring another bowl in to mix the souffle filling. We homies. We homies. Guys, whenever you're separating eggs, make sure you don't get any yolks in with the whites, otherwise you'll have a real hard time getting them to meringue. Because fat kills surface tension in bubbles, and that's why you do this, is because if you whip the fat up like you whip these whites up, the fat will turn creamy, whereas these just get airy. All right, so I've got two more here now, two more eggs separated. Now, as for the rest of it, what we're going to do is grab a ramekin. I'm going to grab my melted butter. Oh, I forgot to put the melted butter in with our dang dough waffle batter. Shoot. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this butter here, and we'll go, let's see, there. What I'm going to do here is just brush the inside of this ramekin with butter, and whenever we get to the sides, brush up the sides. Every chef I've ever heard tell you how to make a souffle says that this is a specifically important part, because if you brush around the rim, it won't rise nearly as much as if you brush up the rim like this. So, I don't know. I've always just believed it, never done it the other way. All right, so we got that buttered. And we'll add the rest of this butter over to our waffle batter where it belongs. Now we're going to take some sugar and then put the sugar into the ramekin, and then we Just rotate the ramekin. I'm just going to spin it like this, guys, but if I put a little bit more angle on it, it's going to let go of all that extra sugar that you see rolling around. And I'm just going to let go of that extra sugar into the container. It's too tall for you to see it, but that's what I'm doing. And then you have a butter sugared ramekin like that. Okay? Okay, great. All right, now, let's see. We're going to, into our eggs here, we're gonna add a tablespoon of sugar. Time to get our measuring spoons back. Okay. That's fine, he can come hang out. He's been doing it all along anyway. Alright, so tablespoon of sugar is going in with these eggs. And I know that it seems weird that we're using so much sugar for a cheese souffle, but I don't know, this is just what the recipe calls for, so that's what I'm going with. Tablespoon of sugar. Now we'll put this up on our scale and add 2 ounces of cream cheese. Pops, greetings. Bang, look at that. That's almost exactly 2 ounces. It's 2.05. I'll go ahead and use that.
Mom's out of my prize box.
Oh, look at that. Prize box full of toys.
I love you.
Yes. Old ass Dennis Leary. I love it. This, for anybody that knows the legend, this song started appearing on my streaming playlist as of the end of that cooking competition that I was a part of. I'd straight put this on the playlist right after that. All right. So, cream cheese, tablespoon of all-purpose flour. Tablespoon of flour. Half a teaspoon of vanilla. Also, give me just a second, Pops. I will get you your big fat stinky shout out. For anybody that isn't going to wait for the shout out, please, by all means, you don't have to wait for it. You can go click on Pops' name right there and click follow. Pops is a great dude. Variety Gamer, I've caught him. Hey, you said that you had, I thought you said you had never finished a Zelda. Did you finish the new one? I know you were playing it for a while. So he plays Zelda, he plays Pikmin, he plays some sort of Japanese fishing game, he plays all sorts of games, and he also cooks. Some of the stuff he cooks is super fun, super funny, super gimmicky. Like, he's got this great cookbook out of the 1970s that's like all microwave meals, and they're all just the absolute worst. Like, no questions asked, these are the worst damn recipes you could come up with. Hang on, let's see. What are we doing? Ounces? But it's hilarious to watch him make them, and he's a solid cook whenever he's not cooking out of that book. So, go follow Pops, he's good folks. Super chill. Alright, we're going to add an ounce of our shredded cheese. Why don't we do a half an ounce of each? Why don't we do a half ounce of shredded Colby Jack, shredded smoked Colby Jack,